Hey, what up? So I got this super deep voice because I'm sick. Whatever. Before I forget, and I tweeted about this a couple of days ago. Um, I always see memes with my other fellow workers, wrestlers, referees, whatnot, managers, where they talk about, oh, your friends aren't coming to your shows. Well, here's the thing. Um, So I'm going to put this in terms of what I do. My stand-up comedy, my hip hop, my rap, and my wrestling. It's a lot different when it's like, oh hey, we're gonna go support so and so. We're gonna go support Nate. We gotta go cheer him on at the comedy club. Okay, that's cool. Um, but it's not the same at a comedy club as it is for, say, a wrestling show. All right, so check it out. So at a comedy club, there's etiquette in all of these things. All three of these things. There's etiquette. Some people don't go by it. I'm old school. I go by etiquette. If someone tells me that, oh, so and so has a joke that's similar to that, and then I listen to that joke, it's happened to me before, and I say, what's the joke? I'm like, okay, that's almost exactly what I did. I did not know that. I am not a biter. That joke's gone. Cut it. Similar thing in hip hop. Um, so and so has a line that's similar to that. It's just like that. Uh, I'm trying to think. There's all like a line where someone's like, the stakes is high like Bruce Chris. And I think somebody actually rapped about how they wanted to use that line, but that line was already used because it's etiquette. In wrestling, typically you don't steal other people's moves. You just don't. That's the thing. That's a huge thing. You don't bite. You don't steal someone's gimmick. You don't bite people's moves. You steal someone's gimmick. It's called a gimmick infringement. And a lot of people do it anyway. It's extremely frowned upon. Only in very rare circumstances is it like uh, approved and cool. Shark Boy, for example, and when he did the Stone Cold thing, and same thing with Black Machismo when he did the Macho Man thing. So when Jay Lethal did that, so it's rare. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Anyway, so let's say you want to rah rah your friend and you go to a comedy club. Okay, well there's 8 people going on before the headliner. Um, it's highly unlikely that your friend's the headliner. If they are the headliner, woof, good for you. Cool. Um, that means you can come in at toward the end. But if your friends, if this is an open mic and there's 8 people and no big headliner, you gotta sit through all these other comics. Some of them might be good, some of them might be bad. Let's say your friend goes on third. Okay, um, your friend goes on third. That's it. You can leave. You don't have to stay for anybody else. You don't have to sit through any other crappy comedy. Um, it's not that huge of a deal if you leave after your set. It's kind of bad etiquette, but whatever. Same thing for a concert, like a rap concert. Your friend is opening up for Ludacris or uh, whoever. So not Lil Wayne. Some lower level person. Lil Flip. Okay, Lil Flip. They go on third. You hear them. They come out. You leave. I mean, if you don't want to hear Little Flip, that's what I mean. It's the whole point of it. You're you're just there to support your friend. Um, in pro wrestling, it's really bad etiquette for you to leave during a show. It's not cool. It especially the bigger the show it gets, it's just not cool to just dip out. And people do it. Don't get me wrong. It's just bad etiquette. So let's say you have the third match. I'm doing 3 for each one. You have the third match. Okay, you came here to see your friend. You came here to see Nate. Came here to see Dexter Dixon. Oh, I wrestled third. Okay. Well, I'm not coming out. Uh, you're going to have to sit through the rest of the show. And if the rest of the show, well, I mean, like, you can leave, but that's not like the same type of situation. You want to see when it's a friend when it's friends going to support somebody, they're like or yo, that was dope, or oh my gosh, that was a crazy match, They want to see you afterwards, but you can't really do that in wrestling. In some cases, you can kind of slink out in a hoodie, and depending on if you're a face or a heel, or if you just come on, man. Some people just straight up break kayfabe. They go out in their gear. That's not cool. Or they're just like, oh, my match is over. Hey, buddy, how's it going? No, 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 no. So that's why it kind of irks me when people are like posting these memes about how like they say they're going to go support their friends and then they don't show up to the indie show because it's different. And if you go to one, it kind of burns them out. I've had friends come to my shows. They come to my shows and I feel bad for them because some of these shows that I've worked have been pretty crappy. And I'm not talking about recently. I'm talking about a while ago. Like they come to me and maybe at some point, for whatever reason, I'm new to the promotion or something, and I might jerk. That means I go first. Okay. So I do the first match, and then you got to sit through 6, 7 other matches, and you don't really like pro wrestling. That's the thing. Not everybody likes pro wrestling. You got to deal with that. It's just fact. People like their friends. Not everybody likes pro wrestling. It's just like it's the same. It's like it's all independent. It's all low level, and that means that a lot of people can be doing some really bad work, bad stand up, biting jokes, bad rap, can't flow on the beat, beats suck, and and then there's wrestlers. Their gear is trash, their work is trash, their gimmick is trash, and you expect them to sit through that? Mm-mm. I stopped inviting my friends to wrestling shows a long time ago. Unless it was a good show that I knew that I could guarantee, like, hey man, this is going to be good work. And I do. And I invite them and I encourage them to come when I know it's going to be good. And I have, and this is recent. I have recently. But people who don't like wrestling, I don't invite them to wrestling shows. They're not going to like it. It's not their thing. It's the skill level from the independent level, and I'm talking like low independent level, low independent level to what they see on TV or might have seen on TV when they did watch wrestling, which was the mid '90s to the early 2000s, maybe. And that's just me, maybe just guessing. It's just rough. So quit tripping, man. If they want to support you, cool. If they don't want to come to an indie show, that's also cool. If they don't like wrestling, definitely don't give them grief, man. That's awful. If they do like wrestling, okay, cool. Don't invite them to a lucha show if you know they don't like lucha. It's lucha. It's way different. It's backwards. That's a whole other story. That's a whole other story with the grappling. In American style, you grapple, you reach one way, and in lucha style, you reach the other way. Essentially, everything's backwards. I got lucha trained. I'm lucha trained, so I can work lucha. It's just straight up lucha with whoever. I was trained by Sol de Oriente, and I was also trained by the Prophet in lucha style. Lucha roll, it's different. You can get messed up pretty bad because, like I said, everything's opposite. You can't just roll up in there like, oh man, I got trained. I know American style. You get in there, you get in the ring with a straight lucha dude. It's going to be bunchy and botched the entire time because everything's opposite. From a clothesline to a lockup, it's just backwards. Well, I'm sorry. I don't want to be disrespectful. It's not backwards. It's opposite of American style. So, yeah, I wanted to address that. Quit tripping over people not showing up to your shows. It's wrestling. Not everybody likes it. And if they do like it, cool. Well, you're going to more than likely bring them into something that's lower level stuff, which they still wouldn't like. I mean, I guess it's kind of easier now because you can be on your phone the whole time for other shows. But still. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. Peace out, y'all. Take care. Hope I don't die. I'm not going to die. Just kidding. Don't. I'm just being stupid. Peace.